Thank you, Larry. Thank you.
bro.
Imagine walking into a gym on an ordinary afternoon. The clanking of weights, the hum of treadmills, and a janitor quietly mopping the floor in the corner.
2 reps. Very good.
Nothing out of the ordinary, right? Except this time, the mop in his hands weighs 32 kilograms. That janitor is none other than Anatoly, the viral strength prankster known across social media for turning everyday moments into jaw-dropping displays of raw power. Disguised in a humble cleaner's outfit, he isn't just there to wipe the floor, he's there to wipe away egos. In this experiment, Anatoly sets out to test something far deeper than physical strength. He wants to see how professional athletes and bodybuilders react when faced with unexpected greatness, disguised as humility. As the unsuspecting gym-goers watch him casually swing a mop that weighs more than most dumbbells, confusion turns to shock and then to pure admiration. Today, we'll break down the moment when this ordinary cleaner stunned an entire gym, the subtle psychology behind Anatoly's social experiment, and the powerful message hidden in the final reveal. A moment so impactful, it left everyone in the room completely speechless.
Look at me technique, bro. Look at.
Anatoly steps into the gym wearing his signature disguise, a simple gray hoodie pulled over his head, worn-out gloves, a plastic bucket by his side, and that unmistakable heavy mop that looks more like a weapon than a cleaning tool. No camera crew, no pre-show hype, no crowd waiting for a spectacle, just a quiet figure blending seamlessly into the background, as if he were invisible among the clang of metal plates and the grunts of lifters chasing personal records. But this subtle entrance isn't accidental. It's part of Anatoly's philosophy. In a world obsessed with attention and validation, he reminds us that true strength doesn't demand the spotlight. It doesn't need applause, recognition, or flashy equipment. It simply exists, calm and unshakable. While most bodybuilders stand before the mirrors, flexing their latest gains, Anatoly prepares to deliver a silent masterclass, one that redefines what power really looks like. No words, no boasting, just pure control, discipline, and a quiet confidence that speaks louder than any roar in the gym. At first glance, nothing seems unusual. The mop looks ordinary, the bucket sits quietly by his side, and Anatoly moves with the calm rhythm of a man just doing his job. But then he turns to the nearby athletes with a polite smile and says, "Would you like to try cleaning?" One by one, the volunteers step forward, laughing, confident that it's just a harmless joke. But the moment they grip the handle, something changes. The mop barely moves, muscles strain. The bucket, seemingly harmless, feels as if it's glued to the floor. Confusion flashes across their faces, followed quickly by disbelief and then frustration. Whispers spread through the gym. Is it a trick? Is it magnetized? The atmosphere shifts from amusement to awe. And then, without a word, Anatoly calmly steps forward, lifts the 32-kilogram mop with one hand, and begins to clean as if it were featherlight. The gym falls silent. Every head turns. Every ego pauses. And in that instant, it's clear, this isn't just a prank. It's a lesson in humility disguised as an experiment. A reminder that true power doesn't shout. It simply acts with grace, precision, and quiet mastery. After several failed attempts and puzzled looks, Anatoly finally breaks the silence. With a calm smile, he reveals the truth. The mop isn't a prop. Hidden inside its handle are solid steel plates, carefully embedded to reach a total weight of 32 kilograms. In that moment, everything the gym-goers had just witnessed takes on a new meaning. Every casual sweep, every effortless twist and spin, all those movements that seemed so ordinary were actually part of a precisely calculated performance of real-world strength and control. This wasn't stage magic. It was physics, discipline, and mastery in motion.
Look at me now. Believe me, bro. Believe me. Oh.
Anatoly doesn't need a barbell stacked with plates to validate his power. His strength isn't about records or numbers. It's about efficiency, control, and authenticity. With nothing more than a mop and a bucket, he just redefined what lifting means in a gym filled with flexing professionals. In a world obsessed with posing for mirrors and chasing applause, Anatoly quietly reminds everyone that the strongest person in the room might just be the one who looks like he's there to clean it. Why does Anatoly always disguise himself as a cleaner? Because it's the perfect way to dismantle expectations. In a world where people judge strength by muscles, status, or designer gym gear, Anatoly flips the script. He knows that the human mind is programmed to associate appearance with ability, to assume power only belongs to those who look the part. So when he hides his physique beneath a plain gray hoodie and worn-out gloves, he's not concealing his strength, he's revealing our bias. Every time he grips that mop, it becomes more than a cleaning tool. It becomes a mirror. It reflects how quickly confidence can turn into arrogance and how easily we dismiss others based on what we think we see. Anatoly's disguise isn't a costume, it's a social experiment in humility. It forces everyone watching to confront a simple truth. Greatness doesn't announce itself, it reveals itself through action. You can see it written across their faces. First, disbelief, then laughter, and finally, a quiet, genuine respect. The room that once buzzed with ego and competition now hums with awe. Some athletes step forward to shake Anatoly's hand, their earlier smirks replaced by admiration. Others return to their stations, driven to test their own limits again, this time with a new sense of humility. What began as a harmless prank has turned into a moment of revelation. The gym, once a battlefield of pride, has become a classroom, and Anatoly, the unexpected teacher. His message is simple yet profound. Real strength isn't about outlifting others or proving superiority. It's about understanding your own limits, pushing them with integrity, and respecting anyone brave enough to face theirs. In that quiet aftermath, surrounded by fallen jaws and newfound humility, one truth echoes louder than any applause. True power doesn't compete. It inspires. Anatoly's so-called mop trick isn't just entertainment, it's a masterclass in functional strength. Beneath the disguise lies a principle that many athletes overlook: stabilizer control. Holding a 32-kilogram object at the end of a long pole doesn't just challenge the arms, it ignites the core, shoulders, grip, and every tiny muscle responsible for balance and coordination. It's a symphony of tension and precision that no bench press can replicate. Every motion, the sweeping, twisting, and effortless spins, is a test of balance, endurance, and muscle synergy, hidden in plain sight under the pretense of janitorial work. What looks like casual cleaning is in reality a high-level demonstration of body awareness and control few athletes ever master. That's why every rep appeared impossibly smooth. Anatoly doesn't train for applause or aesthetics. He trains for real-world power, for functional dominance, the kind of strength that doesn't fade when the cameras turn off.
Little warm up.
Beyond the viral entertainment, this video strikes a deeper cultural chord. It's not just about lifting a 32-kilogram mop. It's about lifting a mirror to our collective mindset. People are instinctively drawn to moments where arrogance gets humbled and kindness earns respect. The sight of a quiet cleaner revealing superhuman strength awakens something ancient within us. The timeless instinct to cheer for the underdog, the one who wins not by boasting, but by surprising the world through action. Anatoly's story transcends gym walls. It reminds us that humility and power are not opposites, but partners in balance. His silent confidence challenges our obsession with appearances, proving that strength wrapped in modesty carries more impact than any display of ego. And perhaps that's the real genius of his experiment, turning laughter into reflection. In a few unforgettable minutes, Anatoly shows that humility disarms, power inspires, and laughter connects, creating a bridge between who we are and who we aspire to be. If you watch closely, you'll notice something remarkable. Anatoly never mocks anyone. There's no arrogance in his movements, no laughter at others' expense. Instead, he smiles, offers a helping hand, and even shares quiet tips on grip, posture, and balance with those who struggled moments earlier. His goal isn't to embarrass, it's to elevate. And that's the real twist, the true surprise ending. This experiment was never about domination, but about education. Anatoly doesn't seek to prove that he's stronger than everyone else. He seeks to show that strength and humility can coexist, that power means little if it can't inspire or teach. When he finally leaves, the gym isn't just cleaner in the literal sense. The floors shine, yes, but so do the minds of those who witnessed him. He scrubbed away ego, wiped off judgment, and left behind something far more valuable than shock, a lasting reminder that true strength cleans, it doesn't crush. From viral memes to motivational reels, the legend of the 32KG Mop has grown far beyond the walls of that gym. What started as a hidden camera experiment evolved into a symbol of quiet greatness, a reminder that true power isn't just measured in kilograms, but in character and intention. Because at its core, Anatoly's story isn't about muscle, it's about mindset. Whether you're sweeping floors or lifting trophies, the value lies in how you do it. Move with purpose, act with humility, and pour your passion into even the smallest tasks, and the world will recognize your strength without you ever needing to say a word. That's Anatoly's lasting message to everyone watching. Greatness doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers from the most unexpected places, hidden beneath a hoodie, behind a humble mop, or inside an ordinary moment that becomes unforgettable. As Anatoly walks away, mop in hand, the gym remains frozen in silence. No cheers, no dramatic music, just the quiet echo of realization. He doesn't drop the mic, he carries it, leaving behind not a spectacle, but a statement. The lesson lingers in the air. True power doesn't shout, it whispers. It's found not in domination, but in discipline. Not in showing off, but in showing up. So the next time you see someone doing what seems like a simple job, cleaning, carrying, fixing, pause for a moment, because behind that humble act may lie a strength greater than muscle, a quiet force built on patience, humility, and purpose. And that's why this story endures, remembered not as the day a cleaner entered a gym, but as the day a cleaner lifted the world's pride.